a couple received an email that promises 30 million US dollars. This in turn set off a chain of events that ended up in tragedy. What happened? This is the story of Stephen Riley Jr., who is, as at the time of this story, 51 years old. And his partner was Kenoyer, who was as at then 47 years old. And they've been together for 10 solid years. Now, along the line, one fateful day in August 2023, this man received an email, Stephen, that a relative, a distant relative of his passed on. And he was to receive the sum of 30 million US dollars as an inheritance from this deceased relative of his. Now, on hearing this, somebody from a low-income background, he was excited. In fact, he started making plans in his mind on things to do with this money. Who wouldn't be excited receiving such an amount from nowhere? And according to the email, he was to go to the airport, get to meet a lawyer, sign some documents, after which he would receive the entire money in his account. So he went and he told his partner, that's Kenoyer, and the partner was excited and was like, baby, we are rich, and they continued their lives. But along the line, it happened that Stephen went about bragging to his neighbors and friends and people who care to listen about his future plans with this, his inheritance. He was telling them and bragging to them about his big future plans with this money that is not involving his girlfriend, Kenoyer. He said that as soon as he receives this money, he was going to break up with his girlfriend, Kenoyer, and dump her. But unfortunately for him, this news got to his girlfriend. And when she heard, she was unhappy, enraged, and felt betrayed. She decided to take matters into her hands and came up with a dangerous plan. Now, on the 3rd of September 2023, which was the day Stephen was supposed to fly out to go meet the lawyers to sign the paperwork for his inheritance of 30 million US dollars, Kenoyer made him sweet tea and laced his tea with ethylene glycol, antifreeze. And after Stephen took this tea, they made their way out. And on their way, the ethylene poison began to take effect in his body. And he collapsed on their way. Now, the girlfriend did not allow or get the paramedics to help him when he collapsed. Rather, told the onlookers that it was just heatstroke and took Stephen back into their home, where she wanted Stephen to not receive any form of help so that the poison would take its effect completely and finish Stephen totally. At the end of the day, on the 5th of September 2023, Stephen was unalived. Now, friends, being suspicious immediately, they alerted the police and told the police about the 30 million US dollars inheritance motive. Autopsy confirmed that the cause of Stephen's unalive was fatal poisoning. Now, the ultimate twist came when the investigators discovered, after checking Stephen's email or mailbox, his inbox, they discovered that the 30 million US dollars inheritance was a complete scam designed by online scammers to trick Stephen out of legal fees. Can you imagine? To crown it all up, based on North Dakota law, unwed couples, partners that are unwed, they do not have rights to an estate, which means even if that inheritance of 30 million US dollars was real, the girlfriend, Kenoyer, is not entitled to not even a single cent. She's not entitled to any single cent of it because they are not married. News circulating online is that the scammer is a Nigerian prince that tried to scam Stephen of something. That's what some sources are saying. All these Yahoo boys, they need to be removed from our society in the entire world. Imagine what has happened to this couple. The man is unalived, the woman is in jail, facing trial for murder. As a result of this, of course, she will most likely spend the rest of her life in jail at the end of this whole case. Now you see, whenever you see something that looks too good to be true, please be careful. You don't have to imagine spending 10 years with a partner and because of money, you want to betray your partner. for something that looks too good to be true. Please be careful. And the lady herself, the girlfriend, I don't know, maybe her plan was to unalive him and take the money or scam him of the money. I can't even explain what her plans were to have done that to her partner. I mean, walking away could have just been the best, because at the end of the day, she would have seen that it was all a scam and he would have come to beg her for forgiveness. I mean, Kama would have still reached out to him instead of going this route. She's going to spend the rest of her life in jail, most probably. Anyways, please be careful in your relationship, in all you do. Beware of these scammers online. Whatsoever you get in your mailbox, verify before you take action, please. Anyways, let me know what you think about the story in the comments. And I'd like for you to subscribe, make your comments, share, and like this video. I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.